I've been hearing a lot of reports saying that Bennett also had some new voice lines. Now, Bennett, to me, is one of the best English voice actors, or at least voice performances, because like it perfectly encapsulates his story and his personality. But I'm not sure if it's replacing the lines or if it's like just new voice lines. So let me just do a few experiments here, where I won't light myself on fire.
Get out of here! Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Still sounds the same, and sounds exceptionally well.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Get out of here! Out of the way!
Okay, so I think his charged, like, hold attack is not very different. Or I think it's exactly the same.
Get out of here!
What about if I just tap it? Because if I remember right, I don't think he had voice lines for that.
Let's light it up!
Okay, that's new. That's new. That's new.
Let's light it up!
That can't be the only one. Although I know that they like increased / just made it so that every time you use an elemental skill, like it just plays the audio file. I still need to do Aether, so I need to pop my alt real quick, but I'm just gonna wait. Ah, okay, there it is.
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
That's one. I'm surprised at how little it played. So, maybe we can test out the ultimate as well.
Adventure time! I'm going in!
That's the same?
Look at you, Booztown! Off we go! Everybody stand back!
Okay, that's also the same.
Here. Take cover! Adventure time! Yeah.
Come a little closer.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Okay, so it seems like there was just some elemental skill. It just seems like his elemental skill got 2 additional voice lines.
It's no. Everybody stand back! Can't handle your dream. Get out of here! Out of the way!
Blitz.
I still think Lee says is really, really good. But I don't think they would have like wanted to fuck up her voice, if you know what I mean. Alright, so Bennett right now only has 2 additional voice lines, which is his elemental skill. So it's just that grunt, and it should be let's light it up. But I won't bother you with that, so let's go on to Aether. Okay, I'm on my alts now, and as you see everything is not really leveled, because I intend to play this account with characters that I haven't used on my main, and purpose being, you can see that my friendship levels are higher on characters I just don't use. Fischl, Chi-Chi, Kaya, Sucrose, but we're here for Aether's voice lines. So I think standard,
Quake!
okay. I don't think he had an ulti voice line before, so that's actually new to me. Let me try this again. There we go. Come here.
Terra Smash! Yeah.
Terra Smash, he says. Well, I guess it's because he didn't have a voice line for that before. It used to be well, nothing, because Lumine had more voices than Aether did. Aether had nothing, and I think Lumine said like Star Bomb, or she says Star Bomb
Terra
rather.
Smash!
Okay, so it's just Terra Smash. Is there any other one where he just grunts? Okay, yeah, there it is. That's new. I've never heard that voice before. To dust, he says. Okay. Okay. You know what? I kind of like him. So the 3 new lines are Quake, to dust, and some sort of grunt. Come on, man. And just like a foreword before the video ends, I know I'm just going to get a bunch of comments if this thing ever gets any traction like the Barba video did, where it's just going to be a bunch of people coming in here and saying like, oh, I think I'm not going to suffer this problem because I play on the best dub, which is the JP dub. I love Japan. I fucking hate English because I'm a fucking insufferable weeb who thinks that just because I don't know what the language sounds like, it sounds better. And that's basically why I don't use the JP dub, because I think it's fucking mediocre. That's like the best phrase to describe it for me. I think it's just super mediocre, because the biggest problem I have with it, and I'm just going to the menu screen for this, I think the JP dub seriously has a problem of casting, because it sounds like whoever received the lines for voice acting were given just the lines. They didn't give them any backstory to the character, or perhaps one sentence description. Like, for example, Diluc and Zhongli, the pair of my 2 favorite characters in the game. I feel like the person who received the JP voice actor for Zhongli was like, okay, he is a god, and he controls rocks, and he's like, well, you know, he's a god, so have at it, guy, have fun. Like, I feel like the way he speaks is so generically anime god that I just have no impression towards it. I think it's really mediocre. It's run-of-the-mill, it's safe-ish, and it just does nothing unique. And I understand that English voice acting has been pretty bad in terms of, like, performances, because people who think they know bad English voice acting only watch anime and compare the dubs. They don't watch outside of anime to actually see English casting, voice acting, and performances. And that's just not right to me. I don't like the JP dub, not because of the stigma around it, but it's just because I just don't like how the characters and the cast were casted. They just don't sound like they put any effort into it, because it's like, okay, here is a god that's old, or here is a warrior that fights with fire, here is a young girl that's a traveler, here is a character that throws bunnies and like is kind of a bro. Like, that's kind of what they were given, like, if they were just going to give performances like that. And I just don't like the JP dub. I'm not saying it's horrid and that you should be an idiot for liking it, but if you're going to go around parading that JP is the best dub in the game, well, you're an asshole, first of all. And second, like, clearly you don't know what voice acting is if you just think weeb is better and that's the only criteria you have. I see another argument saying, oh, well, how am I supposed to hear, like, say, the voice actor for Megumin when I get Hu Tao? And I'm just like, well, you shouldn't hype yourself up like that, because Megumin and their voice actor is Megumin and their voice actor. It doesn't mean that they're going to be doing a good job or they're going to be casted properly for Hu Tao just because of the fact that they have a name attached to them. Yes, they have done their previous roles correctly, and it is good to hold them to a standard in which that you hope that they do good voice acting, but it doesn't guarantee that fact. So just because a name is put onto the character, or at least the voice acting name is put on the character, it doesn't mean that they'll do a good job or if it's properly casted. So, like, whatever. I know this probably won't change anyone's mind. I'm still gonna get a bunch of comments saying, oh, like, Lamau, like, this guy thinks he knows he's good voice acting because Weeb is clearly better. But, whatever. That's just my forward to it, and, like, give the English dub a chance. Like, god damn it. And if anything, play on the Chinese dub. The actual voice dub that's supposed to be the intended language. So, thank you for your time.